In this video, I'm going to show you everything that's inside your videography box, as well as good ways to diagnose everything. So we're going to start at the heart of the box, which is the distribution amplifier. And on the left side, we have the input, and on the right side, we have 4 outputs. On the top, we have the video plugs, and on the bottom, we have 2 audio, left and right, which is white and red. On the left side, we have audio in and the camera in. And on the right side, we have the camera output, the DVD output, as well as the splitter. And the splitter contains the Tascam as well as the Core Reporter audio. One quick important tip is you always want to make sure that power light is on. If it's not on, you're not going to receive a video signal or an audio signal to the DVD deck or the monitor. The plug could get loose or jiggle halfway out and it'll simply turn off the power. So just make sure you push it all the way in and make sure that light is on. This is the headphone splitter. This connects your Tascam as well as the Core Reporter audio. I recommend for the Tascam to leave it on the same channel as well as the same volume. That way you won't always have to adjust it. And the Core Reporter, make sure you know where he or she is at. That way you can quickly adjust their audio. This is your Tascam, also known as an audio recorder. And I'm just going to go over a few basics on operation, but you should really download the manual and play with it and get to know it. So to turn it on, you simply hold the stop button. By pushing the record button one time, it'll get ready to record. That way it'll show you your audio levels and you can adjust them accordingly. With the right and left buttons, you can change the input of the microphones or the line in cable. You kind of want to aim for that little triangle that shows your audio level. Anything hotter than that, it's a little too loud. Anything lower is a little too low, so try to find that sweet spot. If you push the record button again, you'll notice that the blinking light turns solid and the time starts running. That means you are recording. To pause the recording, you simply hit the record button again. And if you want to finalize it, you hit that stop button. One thing that happens a lot is on the side there is a hold switch. If that hold switch is on, you will not be able to use your Tascam. It kind of puts it into a lock mode, so you can't turn it on, off, or hit the record button. So make sure that's down. To turn it off, hold the stop button. So just like the Tascam, I really recommend you download the manual for your camera, but here are some basic tips for the camera audio. So when recording audio on the camera, you'll notice that there's a few lines. That's the perfect spot, and you want to have your audio try and hit that line. Anything above it is going to start turning red, and that means you're peaking, and that means the audio is too clipped and you don't want to be there. So try to aim for that line by adjusting on the mixer or on the side of the camera. This is the settings that your camera should be to get the microphones in from the XLRs. If you need to use the microphones on the camera, there are some different settings, and again, please refer to your manual for that. There are multiple directions that your audio goes, and this is going to be for your master audio setup. It's going to start at the microphone, go to the mixer. From the mixer, it's going to go to the distribution amplifier. From the distribution amplifier, it's going to go to your video camera. There should be 2 plugs in there. I just was missing one at the time. And from there, it's going to go into your monitoring headphones. Your monitoring headphones can be adjusted on the camera, so make sure you're looking at the levels correctly. The audio to your DVD deck, we're going to skip the microphone to the mixer and go straight to the distribution amplifier. From the distribution amplifier, it's going to go to the DVD deck. And on the DVD deck, on the very back of it, there is an output, and those outputs are going to go to a headphone jack, which doesn't have a volume adjustment, so what you hear is what you're actually recording. Again, we're going to skip the microphone to the mixer and the mixer to the distribution amp. This is going to go to your Tascam. Pretty much all the same steps, but we will start from that distribution amp. From there, we're going to go to the splitter. And the splitter will go to your Tascam. Now we're back at the splitter, and those can go to your court reporter. She can plug her laptop into here, another set of headphones, or our headphones, which we can provide for them if they don't have any. And that's how the audio works completely now. The video flow is much simpler of a setup, as there's only one real way it flows. And here's how it goes. So from the camera, it has a special plug which goes into an RCA. There's an RCA female to female which connects to a 15-foot RCA cable, which then connects into the distribution amplifier, and it gets outputted into the backup DVD deck. And from the DVD deck, there is an output on the back which goes to the external monitor.